What's going on? This is Jada Black. I'm back with another video. You know, I got to respond to this Insta thought by the name of Elizabeth Ruiz. She is the same, attention slower who made the sex tape with Von Miller and threatened to leak it if he didn't pay her. And Von Miller was like, "Fuck you, I'm not paying you shit." Well, this idiot has now done an interview with Hollywood Unlocked. It's this sort of like gossip podcast. I think it's actually Floyd Mayweather's, because you can see the TMT microphone. So basically it's something that is a part of his brand or whatever. Anyway, it's hosted by this by this gay light-skinned guy and Melissa Ford and another guy, right? They host the show. They were talking to her. Now, I didn't see the whole thing, but I did see the clip of her saying that Desean Jackson has a small penis and he's built like an Asian. And what was funny was that there was actually an Asian guy sitting in the room. So that just shows you how unself-aware a lot of these attention-slowing females are. Now, it was very interesting. What her name is now? Melissa Ford had this awkward sort of reaction. I don't know why, because I'm pretty sure she has screwed a whole bunch of athletes and rappers. But again, it is what it is. But you got this chick, Elizabeth Ruiz. No one knew who this chick was. No one knew her. No one wanted to talk to her. She brought nothing to anybody. She has no talent. She has no career except trying to extort money for sex tapes. Now, I did a video on her trying to extort Von Miller. If I can find that video, I'll put the link in the description box. You can go and check that out too. But this slower is doing interviews talking about someone's dick and how it's built like an Asian. First of all, she must have screwed a lot of Asian men for her to know that. Okay? For her to know what the dick size of an Asian man is, she must screw a lot of them. Okay? Or a few. Whatever. But it just seems to me like you're trying anything to be famous. These women are going all out to be famous. They are making sex tapes just to get famous. They're screenshotting DMs and inboxes to get famous. And what's funny is that when they get caught up throwing their vagina around for money, all of a sudden they got hacked. It's not true. They don't want to own up to that, but they want to own up to sleeping around for free and naming all the athletes they had sex with. Nobody even knew that this woman had sex with Desean Jackson until now, which shows you how desperate she is for attention, because Von Miller ain't fucking with her. He ain't communicating with her. He ain't giving her no money. Now, his girlfriend responded, and I'll put the link in the description box to the article where you can see his girlfriend, Desean Jackson's girlfriend, I believe this is also his baby's mama, responding to this attention slower. She said, "Wasn't too small for you to suck and fuck though. When will women learn to have class? Never speak on another woman's man. Now we have an issue. I'll be in LA soon and we'll see if you're still reckless at the mouth." Again, I don't condone fighting or anything like that. But I mean, you had sex with this guy however long ago. He's never brought you up to anybody. He never mentioned your name. No one even knew you was with this guy. Why would you? Because it seemed like you were really wanting to diss Desean Jackson. I don't know if it's because the guy's now in a good relationship. You feel salty about that. You feel like you should be in a relationship with him. But the fact that you would bring this dude's name up, and this dude has a girl, because his name slid off your tongue. It didn't even roll. It slid off your tongue. Like you couldn't wait to talk about this guy. You could have kept it to yourself. You're already desperately trying to sell the Von Miller sex tape. And honestly, I don't think Von Miller cares. He just doesn't want you to profit from him. So if this chick was to get hold of her and beat the shit out of her, I really wouldn't care, because you should not be dissing people who haven't said anything to you, but you're so desperate for attention. No one is trying to put a ring on your finger. You have no career. You're a nobody. You just post pictures on Instagram and get flown out to get fucked. That's what you do. That's who you are. Embrace who you are. You are nothing as attention slore who no man will ever put a ring on. Ever. I don't care if you think you are exotic or not. To me, you are basically a 7. And I'm being generous. In the face. You're thin and you're a 7. Okay? You look like just an average Mexican chick with a nice body. That's what you look like. Okay? And the fact that you're out here shopping sex tapes, dissing dudes who ain't even mentioning you, ain't even talking about you. And I think you're probably upset because he probably screwed you and didn't call you back. But you should have understood that before you got with him. These women out here wanting respect when they don't even respect themselves. How the fuck does that work? How does that work?